Hello and welcome to this early Valentine's Day special of Uni Life. We've got a wonderful love-filled show for you today, packed with recipe tutorials, relationship advice, all the latest updates on local news and weather, and to top it off, a special live performance. We know you're going to love it.
Thanks, Jasmine. First, the travel news. Train services along the southwest coast between Poole and Wareham will be closed this weekend for engineering work. As part of their renovation works, National Rail have been renewing and repairing tracks damaged by weathering. In place of this service, trains will run between London Waterloo and Poole. There will be a revised service running on Saturday between Bournemouth and Poole. Replacement buses will be running between Poole and Wareham, with another revised service for commuters travelling between Wareham and Weymouth. National Rail have issued an apology to all travellers for any inconvenience. They have said they don't know when engineering work will finish and the service will resume. They have added that commuters and travellers should expect replacement buses for the coming weeks. Major construction work is underway in Lansdowne with continuing development on both student accommodation and Bournemouth University facilities. The Bournemouth Gateway building is situated in Lansdowne at the entrance to Bournemouth. This building will accommodate students in the Faculty of Health and Social Sciences. It will house a library, collaborative learning spaces and catering facilities. The developers hope that Bournemouth Gateway building will stand as a strong visual gateway and a landmark entrance to the town. Development is scheduled to finish by spring 2020, with building open for use in September. The company Global Student Accommodation is constructing a new halls of residence in Lansdowne set to accommodate 550 bedrooms. Forthcoming residents of Purbeck, Chessel and Cranbourne House, who will be living alongside the new student halls, will be glad to know that the construction will be completed by the time that they move in this September. Bellatton House is located on Holdenhurst Road adjacent to Dorchester House. Construction on Bellatton House has been underway for 18 months and is due to complete by June this year. And now for Friday's football updates. Bournemouth's first business in transfer market was acquisition of Liverpool fringe player Dominic Solanke. Many are asking questions about the £19 million price they have paid for him. However, with Jermaine Defoe leaving for Scottish club Rangers, it is clear that the team needed another striker to replace him. But with just one goal in 27 appearances for Liverpool, Eddie Howe is hoping he can fulfil his potential with them. Bournemouth's second piece of business was to bring another Liverpool player, this time on loan, Nathaniel Clyne. The England right-back has seen himself forced out of the starting team at Liverpool by a fan favourite, Trent Alexander-Arnold. He hopes to get valuable game time and give Klopp a difficult decision as to who he starts at right-back. Now back to Jasmine.
And now showing us how to make an easy dinner date meal, here's Tom.
Hi, I'm Tom and today I'm going to show you some easy recipes to cook at uni. Here are today's ingredients. Now the kettle's boiled, I'm going to start making the pasta. Now I'm going to pour the pasta in. Leave the pasta for 10 minutes. Next you cut the onion. I'm going to cook the onion. Now the pasta's cooked, I'm going to strain it. Now I'm going to add the tomatoes, the pasta and the onions together. Next I'm going to add some basil and grate some cheese.
At Uni Life, our motto is study happy, but we realise that that isn't really easy for everyone, especially during the Valentine's season. Here with me today to discuss relationship advice is Ollie. Thank you for coming along, Ollie.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me. It's going to be a pleasure.
We're going to go through questions and concerns students have been sending in through Twitter using the hashtag UniLifeBU. The first one reads, "My friends say I spend too much time with my boyfriend." Ollie, what advice can you give?
Well, when you become involved in a relationship, it's natural to spend more time with that person, which can result in former friends feeling as if they're becoming out of touch. However, it's important that the person you're in a relationship with doesn't become your entire focus. With exams, coursework and friends, it's really important that the relationship doesn't take over everything else. If you feel yourself becoming secluded from family, friends or former life because of a relationship, try cutting down on how and when you meet up, otherwise this relationship may feel more like an obligation.
Bradley would like to know, what should I get my girlfriend for Valentine's Day?
In any relationship, gifts that mean the most are the ones that carry the greatest sentiment. Flowers, chocolates, wine, they're always appreciated, but the best gifts are the ones that come from the heart. Find something quirky about your relationship. If you've got a nickname for each other or a favourite meal, follow that route.
Brilliant. And Zoe asks, is it possible to just be friends with your ex?
If the relationship was toxic, manipulative, abusive, or if there was a serious upset in the relationship, then the answer is no. If you're in a new relationship, becoming friends with an ex can also cause problems. Wounds can be reopened, and at the end, more damage can be done. Make sure you're in a strong position before you reconnect ties with that person. If you're unable to discuss or understand why the relationship didn't work, then this won't be a good basis for a healthy relationship.
Brilliant. And so what else do you have to say about relationships within uni?
Sometimes it can be difficult because there's a lot of stress that comes with uni. So what I suggest you do is find someone that makes you happy and keep going with that.
Brilliant. That's all we've got time for today. Thank you very much for what you've had to say to us. I hope the audience have appreciated what you've got to say.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
Well, if you're struggling to find...
Now I'm going to show you how to make some brownies. First I'm going to add 225 grams of caster sugar. Then I'm going to add 210 grams of butter. Then I'm going to add 60 grams of cocoa powder. Then 75 grams of self-raising flour. 60 grams of dark sugar. $100 grams of chocolate chip. And 3 eggs. And then you mix. I've set the oven to 180 and now I'm going to put them in for 25 minutes. Now the brownies are done, I'm going to take them out. Enjoy.
Thank you. And now, giving us a look ahead into the upcoming week's weather, here's Jamie.
Thanks, Jasmine. And now for a look ahead to this coming week's weather. Bournemouth on Monday remains overcast. A moderate northeasterly breeze will break the cloud to give some brief spells of sunshine in the later half of the week, giving us a slightly warmer lead into February. On Monday, we'll see a peak temperature of 7 degrees and a minimum of 3 degrees. Tuesday and Wednesday will show a slight decrease, with peak temperatures dropping to 6 degrees on both days. This fluctuating pattern continues throughout the rest of the week, until Saturday, where the temperature levels out at 7 degrees and remains that way for the weekend. Well, as love is sweeping the nation, so are the northerly winds. So expect to zip up your coats And open your umbrellas for the first half of the week, as we'll be seeing moderate rainfall. Love may be in the air, but as early morning temperatures drop to 2 degrees on the Wednesday, we can expect to see sleet. And as temperatures fall on Thursday evening, we can expect this to continue, reminding us that we are still in the winter season. And now, back to you in the studio.
Joining me today are two very special guests, Ashley and Ellie. Welcome to Uni Life.
Thank you for having us.
So what inspires your music? Is there a particular genre that you're interested in?
For me, like, it's kind of a lot of genres that I'm interested in. So like rap, pop, and like chilled music. So,
Yeah, for me it's more like indie stuff. I really like the stuff from the 50s and the 60s, yeah.
Okay. And what made you choose to perform Post Malone's Stay?
I thought that Post Malone's new music is like really melodically like complex and different from what he's previously done, and I thought it'd be interesting if two girls sang something that he sang.
Great. And when did you two start performing?
Well, for me, I've been like singing for years, but today's like my first live performance, so
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Yeah. For me, I used to sing in my local coffee shop a lot at the time, and I used to sing for my school a lot, so yeah.
Okay. And what made you decide to perform together?
I just think like we get on well, and like our voices just sound really well together as well.
Yeah.
Okay. And so what inspires your music generally?
For me, it's more like a little bit of an escapism. I like to like just play music to just find a little bit of peace of mind. Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically the same for me as well.
And who are your favourite artists and why?
Right now, for me, it's like the Beatles and Temptations, and also 1975. Their new album is really good. Yeah.
For me, I'd say like it's quite a like range, but it's like Travis Scott, Drake, and then there's like Jack Johnson, which is like really different to them. So,
Okay.
yeah.
And for each of you, where do you think you're going from here, if you know already?
I have a single releasing in February, so that's where I'm going this year. Yeah.
Awesome.
And I'm not sure yet, but I'll just see how this live performance goes and then take it from there, I guess.
Brilliant. Really looking forward to it. Well, that almost brings things to the end of our show. We hope you've enjoyed all our tips and tricks to being happy this Valentine's Day. But just before we go, Ashley and Ellie will be giving us an exclusive live performance of Stay by Post Malone. From everybody here at Uni Life, we would like to thank you for watching, and we hope that you will have a wonderful Valentine's season.
It's true that all that you know is all that you are. You said that it's all that you want and more. Get off and pour another drink and tell me what you think. You know that I'm too drunk to talk right now. You put your cigarette out on my face, so beautiful. Please come and don't break your back for me. I'll put you out of your misery. Tell me that it's all okay, that it's all. I've been waiting on this all damn day. Call me in the morning, tell me how last night went. I'm here, but don't count on me to take a little longer if you convince me and tell me all the things that you have against me. Every time we make up, the truth is faded and everybody's blind and the view's amazing. Tell me, who are we right now? Can we have a little conversation? Figure it out with no intoxication. We're never wrong. We're never wrong. How the hell we gotta make